Hello, I'm Julian Whittle, the Chamber's Business Engagement Manager, and I'm here with our Deputy Chief Executive, Suzanne Caldwell, to talk about Cumbria Business Growth Hub. Suzanne, the Growth Hub has been a phenomenal success story, hasn't it? What is it and what does it do?
It has indeed, Julian. It's a one-stop shop for business support. What we seek to do is to put everything in one place for businesses so that it's easy to find and to access.
Yeah.
That's not to say that we deliver everything, but we do try to promote the full range of the funded and subsidised support that's available, and there's some paid for options there as well. We deliver directly through the website, and we also have support on the ground.
So explain how it came about.
Yeah, quite some years ago now, back in 2012, Business Link had been through a number of iterations and it was finally closed down.
Business Link was the national business support brand, wasn't it?
It was indeed. So we had feedback from businesses that said that left a gap. We did some research to see what that gap was, what the actual needs of businesses were, and we used our extensive experience of actually delivering business support and working with businesses as well over more than 20 years, and putting all that together, we came up with the Growth Hub.
So it was invented in Cumbria then, but I know now there are growth hubs all over the country. How did that come about?
Yeah, we invented it here in Cumbria. There was a parallel development in Manchester by people who'd also been heavily involved in business support in the Northwest, and we both came up with slightly different but equivalent models. Government looked at what we were doing and saw the value, and based on that they sought to roll it out nationally.
So really it was a Cumbrian invention that was so good that the government took it and rolled it out across the country. That's quite a feather in our caps, I suppose, isn't it?
Absolutely it is, and it was identified as an exemplar in the way to deliver business support, and we're very proud of that, and Cumbria should be very proud of that.
Now, tell me about the Growth Hub website, which is www.cumbriagrowthhub.co.uk. Now, this has just been relaunched, hasn't it?
It has. It's been relaunched this week. The last site that we had was incredibly successful. I think we had 120,000 unique visitors,
wow,
which when you look at the size of the Cumbrian population is incredible. But it had been in place for some years. Technology moves on, opportunities move on, so we felt the time was right for a refresh and a relaunch, and it's well worth taking a look at.
So what sort of information is available on the website?
Yep, there is loads of information that you can read, that you can watch, that you can listen to about topics related to business. We've got a directory of the whole range of business support programs that are available, ones that we deliver, ones that other people deliver. And there, whether you're looking to start up in business, whether you've been trading for a long time, whether you're looking for support with exporting, training, whatever, it covers the whole.
There's a funding tool as well, isn't there?
There is a link to a funding tool as well, where you can look at the range of funding options that you can access. You can also access a load of other tools as well. So there's links through to tools available through the British Business Bank that look at different options for borrowing money, accessing equity. There are tools through the Intellectual Property Office related to IP. Whole range of things.
Yes, I mean, I noticed there's a Brexit toolkit on at the moment as well. So
there's
also. I think really the best thing is just to go and have a look, because you'll probably find something useful.
It absolutely is. There's something in there for everybody.
Now, one of the Growth Hubs, I mean, it's more than a website. One of the great strengths of the Growth Hub is the advisors who work one-to-one with businesses. Now, I think maybe to put people straight at it, these aren't full-time employees who sit in an office waiting for businesses. I mean, tell me, Suzanne, how are they recruited and what expertise do they have?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got about 60 advisors working with us at the moment. Some of them work for us several days a week, some of them work for us only occasionally. And the reason that we've got a pool of that size is, one, so that people aren't chasing up and down the county, they're spending the time actually supporting businesses, but also because it allows us to support a whole range of specialisms. So we've got specialists in marketing, in digital, in legal, in finance, the whole range is there. So, and between them, the advisors have got about 1,400 years of experience, and which makes them seem terribly old. But and some of them are not young, but others of them are. And we do have that whole spectrum. We've got men, we've got women, we've got a whole range of different sector experiences, different ages, and so forth.
So they've all been there and done that, as it were. And in fact, a lot of them actually run their own businesses as well as being advisors, don't they?
They all run their own businesses, primarily, as well as being an advisor. As I say, we recruit them to cover that whole range of specialisms, and we recruit them against specific specifications and published criteria.
So if a business wants to speak to an advisor, is this support free or do they have to pay?
In the first instance, if a business wants to speak to an advisor, it would be free, provided they're an SME. That means less than 250 full-time equivalent employees, and that covers almost every business in the county.
Yeah.
There are some of the schemes where there's a contribution required. For example, if you want to access a subsidy, there's 40% available. You have to pay the extra 60%. But most of the schemes are free of charge, and that's because we get funding. We put funding in ourselves, and we access a whole range of other sources, such as districts, European and government funding.
Now, I know the Growth Hub delivers a whole range of programmes as well on behalf of other bodies, for example, to help start up new businesses and to get them off the ground. Tell me more about these programmes.
Yeah, so in terms of startup, we've got two programmes that we run. One is the BSIS Business Startup Programme, and that's funded by ourselves, University of Cumbria, the District Councils and European Regional Development Fund, and that's to help anybody in the county who is interested in starting up a business. And you can get one-to-one advice across a whole range of topics. There's a 3-day startup course you can do, and there's a whole range of workshops and subsidy that you can access, and that's all free of charge. Complementary to that, we also have the New Enterprise Allowance, and that's a DWP scheme, and that's aimed specifically at people who are not working and who are on a range of benefits. And that is again about helping people to look at starting up in business and actually help them to start up.
The difference between that and the BSIS one is they have to be referred by the Job Centre for New Enterprise
Allowance.
Allowance.
They have to be referred by the Job Centre for New Enterprise Allowance, and when they start to trade, they do get an allowance to help that transition off from job seekers or other benefits. But the two schemes are complementary, and if somebody's doing New Enterprise Allowance, there's no reason why they can't also access additional support through the other scheme.
I've spoken to a lot of businesses who've done those, and they all tell me it was really helpful. So they're fantastic schemes for anyone starting up.
The feedback is tremendous, and I think the first New Enterprise Allowance client we had in the county still regularly brings friends and family in to encourage them to take up startup support. So we must have done something right.
Now, while the Chamber set up the Growth Hub, we work with a whole range of partners to add value, don't we?
Absolutely we do. So we work really actively with a whole range of partners on content for the web portal, in terms of what that scheme's about, linkages to any tools that they offer, including their case studies, promoting their events. And anybody indeed who is running a business event in Cumbria can promote that through the events calendar. But we also work with partners more widely, so they're invited to come and present at our regular advisor meetings to make sure that advisors are properly briefed, and to network with those advisors to help with referrals. We do joint events, we work together specifically to support clients, we cross-refer to each other, and we do other things to help the partners promote what they offer to businesses.
One of the more interesting ones is a partnership with Lancaster University Management School, who runs a programme called Cumbria Forum. Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, that's a great scheme. It's an intensive management development programme which the university runs based on their fabulous world-class experience in management development. It's aimed specifically at SMEs in the county, and there's an overnight experiential and then a whole range of support for those businesses over a number of months. The feedback on it is absolutely tremendous, and we're delighted to have that as part of the offer. But we work with other great partners as well. So we work closely with the Northern Powerhouse Investment Fund and British Business Bank to help people get funding. We work with Fit for Nuclear specifically to help people get into the nuclear supply chain. We've got people accessing support through Innovate UK on innovations. We've got other work that we do linking into support that our local universities do on innovation.
There's a Department for International Trade.
We've got the Cumbria Manufacturing Service, if you're a manufacturer, and the list goes on and on.
So there's a huge amount of help out there for Cumbrian businesses. So remind us again how to access it.
Yeah, it's easy to access. You can go and have a look at the website, www.cumbriagrowthhub.co.uk, as you said earlier, Julian. You can email us, info@cumbriagrowthhub.co.uk, or you can call us on 0844 257 8450.
That's great. Thanks, Suzanne.